All right, let's take a look at jump cuts and why we get jump cut errors or mistakes and how to avoid them and when to use them. All right, so basically, a jump cut is it's a very jarring cut. It kills everything that we talk about regarding seamless cuts. It is something that you'll notice, all right? And of course, jump cuts, they do have their place. They're a great way to do effects, to cut time, so on and so forth. I mean, really excellent stuff, especially for music video. You use jump cuts like nonstop. But let's say for linear narrative, let's with this fairly legal edit where it's a drama genre where a lot of the footage, or cuts, you want to let them simmer, or longer cuts, and you put a jump cut in there, and it will be a problem. Okay, again, we're looking for that seamless cut. So here's an example of a jump cut.
Great. Thank you, sir. I will get right on this.
It's on the schedule for
All
tomorrow.
right, if you notice right here,
Right on this.
there's that jump cut. Okay, so it happens when you use two footage back to back, juxtaposed like what I have on the screen, very similar in framing of the exact same subject. All right, so it has to be the exact same subject, otherwise it wouldn't be a jump cut. It will just be some regular cut. All right, so what happens on this is that some beginner editors, they don't see this as a possible issue, and that's concerning. Uh, um, I guess issue because you're not supposed to do these things as a one-off. All right, so I mean, when you do two or three or these ones, and then it becomes an effect, it becomes a jump cut because of this. They're exact same shot, two different takes. Most likely, what happened is that the later part of this clip right here goes downhill, and then this one is the better one, and then you try to put that together. Okay, and what happens is that no matter what you do, the performance cannot be repeated. The camera is not unless it's computer controlled. It's very difficult to put this together. So you don't use two back-to-back clips of the same subject, very similar in framing. Okay. So let's say, what if it's a different take and it's a slightly wider shot? Um, you're still taking a risk. Let's say it's a medium close-up like this and you have a medium shot. That's still way too close sometimes, and you might actually see kind of like a glitch like this, like a jump, right? It's like someone spliced. It looks like it's one take and someone cut parts of the middle and then like snap it back. Okay, so how can we avoid this? Well, if you use, let's say, a different framing. Okay, so here I have set up an example right here. I'm going to disable this clip right here, re-enable this. So if you're using two different framings, so this one is it's a medium shot, actually almost like a cowboy shot, almost like holster level right here. So we're going from medium close up probably to show those folders right there, and then we would go to a reaction to a demand from the judge. So
I will get on this.
It's on the schedule for tomorrow.
all right, we'll minus the color chains and whatnot. Okay, and then I probably get a better cut right here if I spend more time kind of putting it. But the idea that you're using a medium shot or a cowboy shot and going to a medium close-up will give you a more seamless,
It's on the schedule for
okay,
tomorrow, 9 a.m.
as opposed to using two back-to-back of this clip.
Right on this.
There's that kind of like a glitch, okay, which is a jump cut. Now let's take a look at jump cut used in Hollywood um, properly, okay, or overdone. All right, let's take a look. So this is Taken, and this is when Liam Neeson will have to, it's probably his age, he couldn't scale that wall, and then they have to do some magic and editing and in filming. So let's take a look. All right, that's a lot of jump cut. All right, so for that shot, so I think there's 13 or 9 or 13. We counted it some time ago, but Yeah, it's a show. I mean, now you can cheat, so he doesn't have to really jump that fence. You could cut before he would hurt himself and whatnot. Uh, so it's basically to compress the time. All right. Here's another one for for a Dream. This is, I think, when they're taking drugs, and kind of shows you when someone is in effect of drugs and how that kind of popping, kind of different kind of sensation and different just different clips. Okay, so they're using it. It's not like Taken where it's the same scene. This one, they're just multiple different scenarios, and then you get to experience some jump cutting. All right, so kind of the same thing, except this one is montaging the jump cut. Okay, so they're different clips. They're not in a way sequence, kind of like Taken. So let's watch Taken again here. All right, okay, and that's jump cuts.